And the Lord is good.
Glad to be in the number. Another dead journey, Lord. And I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I made that 100, and I'm looking for another 100. I ain't never give up. I might give up. I want to tell you, this church, that I love you.
Amen. We love you too.
I have no hatred in my heart.
All right.
And I'm trying my best to do the things that is pleasing in the sight of God.
Yes.
Because it's troubling the land right now.
Amen.
Right now, it's troubling the land. If you haven't been born again, you're in trouble. Right now.
Amen. 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 As always, we solicit your prayers. Thank you. Pray with us, pray for us.
Yes.
Lord, we use us for His honor, for His glory. From that 24th division of Psalms, if we just grab verse 8, our subject. Verse 8 says, who is the King of glory? The answer is Lord, strong and mighty. The Lord mighty in battle. Amen. Question, who is the King of glory? And then there is the answer. But we live in a world where there is what we call false or self glorification. And Trump thinks he's the King of glory oftentimes. But life will judge him. You can pardon who you know is guilty. That don't make him innocent. You can think that you are the King of glory, but you're going to die.
Amen.
Every good thing in this world come to an end.
There you go.
Sometimes we over evaluate or rate who we are. And in the sight of God, we are hardly anything. Life will teach you some very, very, very important lessons. You have to be so careful how you judge folks whose shoes that you've never walked in. I just throw that in because, you know, experiences. I was at Walmart the other day and I ran into a doctor that I knew a long time. And he was parked in the handicap place. And I saw his wife in the car with him. And having known her from being well to being sick and can't even talk, but just can wave I was too embarrassed to go to the car and talk to him. I just called his name, said, "How you doing?" and kept on moving. And I said that the awesome responsibility that he had to the church that he fellowshiped in, he have more awesome responsibility to his wife.
Amen.
Now, if you know him and see how he carries himself, you would think that everything is hunky-dory, as well. But to understand what he is going through is impossible for me. And you would never know if you didn't talk to him.
Right.
And he said, "Man, my wife is going through." And so because my wife is going through, say, I'm going through. And so sometimes we never know what is on a person's mind or what they're going through. Sometimes folks don't act right. And you don't know why they don't act right. Because you don't know what they are going through. The next thing I did was I went to the other Walmart and I was talking to a guy because he called me by name. I had no clue who he was, but I knew the lady that was working beside him, and he called me by name, and I said, "Hey, who are you?" And he began to tell me. And he started talking about his pastor. And I said, "Oh, you used to go so and so?" And he said, "Yeah." He said, "But when he left, I left." I said, "No, why you left?" "Because he left." He's a young fella. He says, "Because he know me in and out." That's what he said about me. He knows my ups and my downs.
Right.
And here's what he said that got me. He said, "And he accept me just like I am."
There you go.
I thought that was deep. Because a lot of preachers, bishops, high officials don't accept you if you don't meet their approval.
All right.
Well, I thought about King Trump. The Bible says if you desire to be great, you'll be a beast. He said anybody who want to be great ought to be your servant. That's what the Bible says.
Right.
And so some people get caught up in titles and lose their identity.
All right. Amen.
Not a joke, not just talking, but you address them at another name and they will correct you. You can call me just Sam, that's fine. No, I'm Pastor Sam. Oh, no, I'm Bishop. See, people want to be addressed by titles.
All right.
Does titles identify you?
No.
Well, here's the society that we are gearing toward. Churches now are being driven by personalities.
Amen.
Do you not know that? You don't have so-called churches. Warren Chapel Baptist Church. No, this is Sab's ministry. That's the way it's going now. Noah Jones got a big church, but it's called Noah Jones Ministry.
All right.
Joel Osteen got a large, huge church, but it's called Osteen Ministry. T.D. Jakes, it's called T.D. Jakes Ministry. Now, you have to be careful how you address folks with these titles. Titles don't mean a thing. It gives you so-called glory. And it seems like that's the direction we are heading in. Everybody want to have a title. Does it make you more important because of your title? Are you led, direct, guided by your title? Well, I went in this direction because it seems to me that titles go to people's head. Well, you don't have no opinion. I am the president of this usher ministry. And I set the rules. I direct this because I'm in charge.
All right.
And it won't work without me. You die and see. It'll go right on. Positions means sometimes everything to somebody when it don't mean a thing. And so, does it matter about my title, my position, or my relationship with God? The psalmist wants us to know that God, through Christ, is the King of glory. You can have so-called power all you want to.
All right.
But it won't last but a season. After a season, it's all over.
All over.
Politics has gone crazy. But now listen, not just politics in the world. Politics in the church.
All right. Come on now. Speak it. Come on.
I ain't telling you what I think. I tell you what I know. In order to get those high positions in these so-called associations, organizations, you got to plot and trot to put somebody else down so you can get up. You think I'm joking? No, I ain't joking. It's like you get a little group together. Now, just because you're more qualified, just because you got more education, they got a whole lot of folks that ain't nowhere near you. But you will never get the position because of politics. I know you don't believe that. Well, let me jump. I'll come back to that. There's people that are dying just to kiss the Pope's ring. Like some magical power to it. The Pope of Rome in this world is considered one of the most powerful people in the world. He's more powerful than President, what's his name? King Trump. Now, you'll be surprised how all of the earthly organizations are structured around the Pope. All right. Listen, all right, I'll make it closer home. These robes and these things on their head and all that, that come from Rome. These symbols and all this, it comes from Roman Catholic Church. Now, they're supposed to be the most powerful so-called church organization there is, right?
All right. All right.
Now, with all this power, the Pope cannot control the bishops and all these big-time names for messing with all these little boys. All right. It's in the news. I ain't making nothing up. It's in the news.
That's right.
It's epidemic. Now, how do you love God so much, and how do you exhibit whatever, so much power, when you can't leave them little boys alone? I'm just wondering. Now, this is a small observation. You preach all this pious stuff, and you got so much power, and yet still it's epidemic. Y'all don't want to hear that, but it's true. And so how it is that here is you the Pope with all this power, you can't control the folks that's up under you. Your power ain't nothing but a title. That's all it is. And we talk about how great they are. People bowing down and all of this stuff. Call it what you want to call it. It's our worship. Amen. Every pope that was, every pope that will be, will one day die. Amen. And you have to make up your mind. Who is the King of Glory in your life? You got people running around here talking about their pastor and their bishop and whatever. How much? Come on. Whatever. And it's just like you or me. Amen. Ain't nothing but a man or woman. Ain't got no extra power in them. God is using them because God called you to be whatever he called you to be. He called you to be a servant. Amen. Because anybody who exalts himself, the Bible says, will be abased. And anybody that humble themselves, God will exalt you. And so the difference between God exalting you means that you got enough sense to realize where all the power come from. And look at here, glorification in this world here, it results in. Come on. It results in dollars. I know you don't believe that, but all these titles ain't about nothing but money. All right. I ain't killing nobody for it. I mean, that's what you want to do, that's fine. Because now that you are whatever, it gives you more authority. Huh? Just because you got a title, does that make you know the word of God any better? All right. Do that make you exegete this scripture here any better? No. Because first of all, we get caught up in what man thinks. All right. Amen. I got to talk to my bishop first. You better talk to God first. My bishop says so and so, and my elder says so and so, I can't do it. Well, listen, your bishop and your elder ain't nothing but a man or a woman. I got just as much sin in them than anybody. And they ain't saved by nothing but the grace of God. And so what happens is that people get caught up in their own ego, caught up in themselves. And what's happening now is that everybody trying to imitate other folks who ain't doing nothing but perpetrating fraud. Everybody ain't no healer who claims to be healer. No. Because God is the healer. And you find folks running around here talking about because people are so superstitious, they'll pay you for a so-called healing. Ain't nothing but
no,
it's witchcraft, folks.
All right, come on.
That's all it is. No. You ain't got to believe what I'm telling you. But if the bottom falls out of your life this day, you don't need to call nobody but Jesus. You don't need to call nobody but God. Because watch this here. The Bible says that all power is in his hands. And so you can go and get touching all this other stuff here, ain't gonna do you no good. You can send money off here, you can send money off there, but it ain't gonna do you no good. You see, because people, it's a shame how weak-minded people are because they don't know God. You see, when you don't know God, you go the closest thing to God. And what's happening is that folks that are into all those foolishness here didn't know when you're weak. Now listen, the bad part about it is that one of these days, the same folks that misuse you and mistreat you got the answer to those who are really in charge. But you have to understand, when you don't know God, the devil knows that. When you don't know God, the devil knows that. And folks who don't know God, they're very superstitious. They believe anything that is so-called. All you got to do is make it sound holy. If you make it sound holy to the superstitious folks, they'll believe it. Look at here. I just can't believe all the stuff that's going on right now. If you send me $100 and I'll send you a prayer cloth that will run all the evil spirits out of your house. Send you a prayer cloth that money coming. All those fools and people believe that. And the only thing you're doing is glorifying a man or a woman. And the only thing they're doing is using you. Now listen here. You watch TV and you see all the stuff going on, but you still don't believe it. Leroy, whatever his name is. You can figure it out. He got a whole thing up front there. And he says, money cometh. And all these folks are running up there throwing all this money on the table and on the things. And he's running up and down and shouting. And people just study coming with money. Even had Creflo Dollar along with him. And they're running across the aisle. Now, and everybody is falling out and all, look at here. Come on now, let's make some sense out of this thing here. Because I go before you, a man, a woman just like me, why I got to fall out? Why I got to faint? Because I'm in your presence. I faint and fall out. You might be got somebody going in my pocket and taking my money. And listen, you laughing, but it's true. It's happening all the time. And look at here. I'm trying to figure this thing out because, maybe it just don't make sense to me. Look at here. I said this before. I'll say it again. It just don't make sense for you to come up here with your nice clean dress on, with your nice clean suit on. Somebody touch your head and you fall out and mess up your clean clothes, fall out and your dress flies over your head and all these rascals are peeping under your dress. That don't make no sense to me by the Holy Ghost. It sounds like foolishness to me. And so look at here. You ain't got to believe what I'm saying. You watch these folks. You watch these folks here who playing the game. Because look at here. You better understand that religion right now today ain't nothing but a game. That's all it's a game. It's a game. It's a game because between titles and who got the biggest title and who runs the show and who all this craziness here. And that's why folks are so messed up. And listen here, don't fool yourself. The church is messed up in a whole lot of foolishness, a whole lot of superstitions, and a whole lot of witchcraft. And so here's the thing that I want you to get in your mind. You better make sure, you better make sure that you know God for yourself. You better make sure that you can call him in the morning, that you can call him in the evening. You can call him any time you want to, and he'll come to your rescue. Not only come to your rescue, but he'll come wherever you are. And guess what? When God comes, I say when God comes, and he'll make everything all right. And look at here. Here's what bothers business praising nobody but God. Because look at here, I don't care how much you praise folks, they will fail you. I don't care how much you think they're closer to God than you know. They got a title that you don't have, but that don't make them no closer to God than you. Your relationship with God is all the power you need. Do you hear what I'm saying? When you got a relationship with Christ, when you got a relationship with God, that's all the power you need. And when you got that down on the inside, no devil in hell can take that from you. And you'll get to the point where you understand you don't need self-glorification. You don't need nobody to call you all these doctor. Lord have mercy. I've seen so many doctors out here now. I'm a doctor, I'm a doctor, I'm a doctor. You got ignorant folks walking around here calling people doctor of what? Is what I'm trying to figure out. Everybody want to be a doctor now. Well, if you want to be a doctor, you ought to go to school. You ought to learn. You ought to get a PhD. That's what they call a doctor. That means you're a doctor in your profession. Go to medical school. That means you're a doctor in medicine. But Lord have mercy. Every preacher now want to be a doctor. What's going on, doctor? Look at here. I ain't no doctor. Look at here. Doctor, 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 doctor. Everybody want to be a doctor.
Dr. Jesus is enough for me. Dr. Jesus is enough for me.
People made up the stuff. You'd be surprised how much stuff in the church people made up. Listen, first of all, if it don't come from this here, it ain't no good. Now listen, people think you're putting women down. Well, I'm not. Come from a woman. But ain't no such thing as first lady.
Come on now. Come on.
Now, just because you're my wife, that make you first lady. You can be my wife and ain't true to me. That makes somebody else the first lady. You get caught up in, listen, we get caught up in this stuff. Oh, we got the honor of the first lady. For what? Huh? Listen, maybe just because somebody is married to a preacher don't make her a first lady. Listen, I ain't making this up. I know some ladies married to preachers. They got the nastiest attitude in the world. But you first lady, what that mean? That's first lady, what are you? Y'all ain't first ladies.
Come on now.
Tradition. You get caught up in it. And listen, people will fight you over them titles. Oh yeah. They'll fight you over. As long as I don't call no names, you know what I'm talking about. But I know some people with these titles in the church. And if God elevate you, He expects you to be humble.
Amen.
Not to talk down. I saw this usher, talking to a lady, and the way she talked to her, it was embarrassing. It embarrassed me to hear her talk to the elder lady like that. Well, I'm in charge, and I said, you don't usher today, you don't usher. All right. Because I'm the head usher. It's amazing how we allow these titles to blow our heads up. And listen, I'm not concerned. I don't know how you got your title. Don't matter to me. I know you by your name.
All right.
That your mom and your daddy give you.
Yeah, that's right.
You know me by my name. I don't care if you don't call me none of them titles. Don't make no difference. You can call me Sam.
Right.
You can call me Willa. You can call me anything. Don't mean that's a difference to me. Some people think you disrespect me. You say, hey, Sam. You disrespecting me. I don't care. Really, I don't care. My job was given by God.
Amen.
It don't matter what the title is. It matters what I do. Servant, that's what it means. I don't care what title you give. It's called to be a servant.
Amen.
That's what it's called to be.
Amen.
But we've taken it and blown it completely out of proportion. And now we got people like Trump and some of these other folks. Listen. David said these words. He said, the earth is the Lord's.
That's right.
And here it is, he got all this property and he got all the stuff in him. I mean, he can leave it here, don't worry about it. I mean, you might get some of it. But it says, the earth is the Lord's and all its fullness. It belongs to God.
Amen.
And he says, for the Lord founded it upon the sea. He established it. God did all that. And you got people crazy about laying around here. Like they ain't gonna leave it.
That's what they ain't gonna leave.
Man, I don't wanna, man, you don't know how much I said, yeah, you don't want all that land, but you're gonna die. And somebody gonna take it, whether the tax people take it, or your children just mess it up. A lot of people had land, they ain't their name now.
Come on now. Come on now.
If you love it too much, anything you worship in this world,
That's right.
you gonna leave it here. And I don't care how rich you get.
My Lord.
People can give you all the titles in the world. You ain't stay here forever.
Amen.
The titles don't mean a thing. All the stuff belongs to God.
Amen.
Here's the real deal. He's coming back. Yeah, the Lord is coming back. And well, you will tell the Lord when he come back. Oh, right there, Lord, this is my land. You on now. You don't own this land. This is sad land here. Yeah. And I submit to you this now closing. If the Lord came back today,
All right.
I ain't talking about your ushers. I ain't talking about you. I'm just talking. You might not let him in.
My Lord.
You might not. Because you would look for him to come back a certain way. And he might come back drunk. How about if he came
Come
drunk?
on now. Come on now.
Or pretending to be drunk.
Yes. Yes.
And had a smell on him.
Right.
And have his hair combed and
Right.
look nasty. You might say, oh, wait a minute now. I mean, you got a decent church and clean church. You need to go wash. Listen, not just the church, folks. We judge people like that now.
Amen.
We
Amen.
judge them by what they wear,
All right.
what family they come
All
from,
right.
what kind of car you drive,
Yes.
where you live. You know, I believe Jesus is delaying coming. Because he know how messed up the world is.
Amen. Amen.
I mean, you know, you look at, but listen, this world messed up.
Yes, it is.
Amen.
Their values, system is gone. You got a crazy president. In my existence, he's the craziest one I lived through. If you don't believe it, listen to him talk. If he don't look like the devil to you on TV, I don't know what it looked like. It looked like a demon to me. I mean, demonic spirits is all over him. And he gonna just be pardoning people just because they're his buddies. They gonna convict what his name, man, what his name is. They gonna convict him. And if you don't talk, Trump gonna pardon him. And you know what? This is interesting. I know it won't happen probably, but I'd like to be by Trump's bedside. When death come. And I want to see how bad you are. Tell death to go back home. Tell death I got millions. Millions can't buy life. All here, every bit of it. See, people that so proud. And I said Trump is the epitome of self-righteousness. And it seemed like, not the world because you got a lot of folks following it, but it seemed like the majority of the world has realized now, boy, that we done made a big old mistake. We done elect a king. King of the world. He think that. But guess what? And I'm through, I keep saying that. Listen. The Lord requires us to pray for him. Listen. He requires us to pray for him. Ain't that something? She said, because most of us don't want to pray for him, but we got to. Okay, how evil officials are, we got to pray for him because, you know, Cyrus was a real evil king too, but God used him. I just can't see what the Lord is using Trump. Yeah. God bless you.
Amen. All right.